Hi, so we have packages to open. Let me just rearrange my desk a little bit. This one should be some plants. I'm really hoping they arrived okay. I try to open it like really delicately so I don't destroy any of them. Yeah, okay. Gabriella Plants, that's where I got them from. Selected and treated by Wesley, packed and shipped by Gabby. The unboxing guide. Carefully unwrap your plants. Press on the bottom of the pot upwards to guide the plant out of their satin sleeve. Okay, so we have a little bit of leaf browning. Let me zoom you in a little bit closer. A little bit of leaf browning, but overall seems to be in good shape. I'm gonna give this guy a mist. Good, nice misting, and hopefully he'll bounce back. I love this like cotton stuff. This is really nice. Oh wow, she's gorgeous. Okay, basically no damage, but look at her. Shit. That's very bad. Well, shit. That's gonna change my plans for today. Just knocked over everything on a shelf. Everything. All of it. Great. Witness my failure. I'm gonna have to vacuum the carpet. I'm hopefully gonna be able to super glue the bolts back together. It looks like it mostly shattered, but maybe it's still somewhat salvageable. I don't know. Fuck. Oh god. For the ceramic bits, for the bowl, for glass, for the water. Right, so we have broken bowl and like a broken like wax melt thing. That's in here. So maybe what we'll do is try to reassemble this guy.
The day has come where I make sponsored content, but I will never accept something that I don't truly believe in. I only give you guys the best. Let's make some ceramics. So I actually do. I hypnotize you with my craft. Okay. Even yours. I'm really enjoying this shape right now. I don't know what to call it. It's like a fat ass goblet shape. Like it's not bowl, it's not cup. I like it.
So after a long week of working at my part-time job, editing my resume, submitting more job applications, and just sort of cleaning up the apartment and doing a lot of household stuff, it was really nice to get a chance to break in this new easel and work on the painting that you're about to see me create. This one was kind enough to send me this easel for free, which is incredible. They're one of the first brand deals that I've ever done on this channel, so I'm really grateful that they reached out. And of course, everything that I'm about to say is my own personal opinions. They did not pay me to do any sort of positive review. They just wanted me to mention what I thought about it. And I was actually really impressed with this easel. It's a really great quality, actually. Other than this one, I have two other easels, as you guys have seen me work on before. I have the big standing floor easel, and I have the smaller desk easel that has like the raisable mast. This one is like a little bit different in design. It has this pull-out drawer and this solid wood back that you rest your artwork on. And I've actually wanted an easel like this for a while. It just makes working on paper a little bit easier. And as you guys see me sort of start this watercolor landscape study, it worked really well. It has this like foldable little place that you can rest your paper or your artwork on, and I actually ended up just having it raised up the whole time because it provided a nice little ledge for my Arches watercolor pad. And it's solid wood, it's really durable construction, and this one seems like a really sweet, delightful company to work with. So if you're in the market for an easel like this one, I recommend you check them out, and I will leave a link to their product down below. And again, everything that I just said was all of my own thoughts. I am never going to take a sponsorship or work with a brand that I don't genuinely believe in, and I am never going to accept payment in response to any particular kind of review. I hope that makes sense, and I hope you guys are comfortable with this. I'm looking to take sponsorships as we move forward, just to provide a greater sense of financial stability for me and this channel, and to help facilitate my ability to create even better content for you guys. And if you're interested in supporting me and this channel and the work that I'm doing, I really recommend that you check out my Patreon, which will also link below. So yeah, it was nice to be able to work on this watercolor sketch. I actually did 2 iterations. You're only seeing the second one because the first one ended up not working out.
Still looks
I know in my
like
last
shit,
video
but
I
you know,
talked
we're
about
getting
how important it is to try things even though you might fail. And in that case, I was working on this first iteration that you guys aren't seeing, and I realized that I should have started it a different way, and that the rest of the process was going to be held back by the fact that I didn't do this initial thing. And so I started off this version with a much more robust underpainting, I guess, if you will, trying to get really, really bright and vibrant in those first few layers, and then I sort of amp up the contrast with oil pastels and colored pencils later on. It's not like my masterpiece or anything, but I did really enjoy working on this piece. And with that, we are about to head over to the Met. So my grandma came in town and she brought Spooky with her, and one of the things that we did together was head over to the Met Museum. So let's check that out. So my grandma pointed out that the statues like this are more impressive in the back. After going to the Met, I felt really inspired to do another oil painting. I've sort of been putting oil painting on the back burner for me for a little while, and I felt really inspired after seeing all of the amazing artwork they have at the Met. I mean, we didn't even see like maybe 20% of it, so I am definitely going to be picking up a membership card so I can go there as many times as I want throughout the year, because the Met individual tickets for one visit is $25. But a membership costs like $60. You can go as many times as you want for free for the whole year. But I recently learned that if I get a New York City Public Library card, I can get in for free whenever I want to, maybe? I have to research that a little bit more before I jump the gun on that, but that is definitely a thing that I am considering. But anyway, all of the artwork at the Met and just seeing everything, especially the Singer-Sargent galleries. Sargent is just an incredible painter. You can really see like the strength of individual brushwork in his paintings, like how far he can stretch one single stroke to do so many things is incredibly impressive, and seeing all of the different ways that you can like push and pull oil paints to get different effects was really inspiring. And so I left the Met Museum with this really strong motivation to get back into oil painting. So we work on a little bit of a smaller format than what you guys are probably used to my oil paintings being like, and this is just sort of a more atmospheric, softer kind of piece than what I usually work on, at least for this first layer that you're seeing me work on right now. And we do this orangey brown underpainting and then go in with all of these really soft, nice layers, trying to really teach myself how to create depth in painting. And this atmospheric landscape study of this countryside, of like the mist rolling in when the sun is rising over all of these trees and this like field, this little cottage. It was a really interesting experiment for me to work on, and I think it really stretched my abilities a little bit. I definitely learned quite a bit about color mixing and how saturation plays a really big role in creating depth. To veer away from the painting a little bit, I do want to talk about just sort of what's been going on with me lately. I have been struggling with a little bit of burnout and low mood recently. It's mostly just born out of the fact that like I don't have a job yet still, and or at least like one that pays me really well, and so I am experiencing a lot of anxiety around finances right now, and that's preventing me from achieving a lot of my goals, like launching that Skillshare class that I've talked about before, and putting more work into my Patreon. And so I think I've been trying to get a handle on that a little bit more, but that is something that's sort of been holding me back a little bit recently. And yeah, I don't know. Whenever I get really anxious, I feel like I have to throw myself into my work and make a lot of content, be really, really hyper productive. But my anxiety coupled with burnout makes me feel like hopeless, I guess, or like paralyzed in a way in terms of productivity. So I've been filming myself doing a lot of productive around the house kind of tasks just that I can get them done, because filming things for whatever reason really helps me actually follow through. I've talked about this a little bit before as it relates to my artistic goals, and y'all will see me work more with And y'all will see me do more of that kind of stuff, like working more towards my artistic goals on camera in the future. I intend to use this easel probably in the next few weeks while I work on some anatomy studies. I really want to get better at drawing and painting people and just leveling up my drawing skills, because drawing really is just the foundation, like the fundamentals behind painting. And I've been able to sort of bypass that right now just because I'm relatively skilled with color and making things pop out in certain ways and sort of sculpting with paint. And so that sort of has helped me bypass my lack of strength when it comes to drawing. But I think if I were to put a lot more effort into practicing drawing, I would really, really level up my painting skills. And so it's really what I want to focus on in the future. So you guys are going to see me do more of that kind of stuff going forward. I think this painting just turned out really well. And to close things out, my grandma actually brought Spooky, my cat, with her, and we did a little custody transfer, and so he's living here now. And I'm really excited to sort of introduce you guys a little bit more to him, because he's a very good, fluffy boy, even though he has been keeping me up by just meowing nonstop at like 4 a.m. So that's been something that we've been having to deal with, but he's getting used to it a little bit. It's just really scary for him being in the big city. He's used to a much more suburban area, but looking out the window and appreciating our view has been one of his big major hobbies. And right now he's sleeping in my closet and he looks very cute. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You look very cute. All right. With that, I'm going to wish you guys a great rest of your week, and I hope to see you in the next one. If you're interested in watching more of these vlogs, I'll put a playlist up right here, and I hope to see you there. Bye, guys.